To begin cooking the tart, preheat your oven-proof pan over medium heat. Sprinkle a bit of sugar onto the surface and wait until it starts to melt. Continue to sprinkle the sugar around the edge where the sugar has started to melt. This is called a dry caramel. Once all of the sugar has been added and it has started to melt and caramelize around the edges, you can slowly stir it. Once the sugar has fully melted and has started to turn a light golden color, turn the heat to low and let cook. The caramel will change color quickly now, so keep an eye on it. When you reach this color, remove from the heat and add the apples. Be careful not to touch the caramel as it is extremely hot. As you add the apples, the caramel will start to seize because of the temperature drop. But don't worry, this is normal. Try to place the apples as nicely as possible, as the tart will later be flipped over, making the apples the presentation side. The apples will shrink considerably during cooking, so it's important to pack in as many as you can. Now place the apples back over low heat and cook for a few minutes. Once the apples start to absorb the caramel and release their water, gently turn them over with a pair of tongs, being careful not to damage them. Continue to cook for about 5 minutes or until the apples are just cooked through. To test the apples, poke them with a knife. If the apple lifts up, it's not quite cooked. These will need about another 30 seconds to a minute. Now turn off the heat and push the apples together to fill in the gaps, as they shrink during cooking. Then add the knobs of butter. Followed by a bit of lemon zest. Now remove the dough from the refrigerator and place it over top, cinnamon side down. Vent the dough in the center to allow steam to escape. Now quickly place this into the oven so the dough doesn't warm up too much. Bake for about 12 to 15 minutes. Once the puff pastry is nice and golden like this, it's ready. Now while it's still hot, very carefully flip it over onto a large plate. If any pieces of apple are stuck to the bottom of the pan when you flip it over, don't worry, gently lift them from the bottom and place them back onto the tart. Let the tart cool slightly before serving. This delicious tart goes extremely well with vanilla ice cream.